Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Hummel. It's a Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka Encounter, and it's under the command of Talon 1958. Now, he's actually got the stock gun, which is a lot more accurate than the long gun, the top gun, mainly because it's the same gun from the Gorilla. So it's got a much higher trajectory, but it's got a shorter range as well. Now, in fact, actually, I wasn't the one who first came up with that idea and knew about that solution. It's mainly because Frenzier, one of the Twitch streamers, actually showed me about it. And he told me that, yes, using the stock gun can be a lot more effective because you get much more accurate shots. It's got a quicker reload of only 20.14 seconds. And yes, you can pinpoint your targets and get lovely shots on them. The top gun's actually got a much higher muzzle velocity, but it's got a much flatter trajectory, which means although you can fire over more of the battlefield, it's less accurate than the stock gun, which has got a much slower shell velocity and actually does pinpoint the target. He's anticipating that an enemy tank's going to come up to the centre, have a look and see who happens to be here, but nobody's gone up that end to try and spot them through the bush. In fact, our guys are actually distributing along the west and the east flank, and a few of them are actually going directly up the tree line towards the cap. Now, it's a 15cm howitzer that he's got, and it does 540 alpha, penetrating 38mm of armour, with a burst radius of 7 meters, and the first enemy comes into sight, Sir Chaffee. He goes straight into the cap, and he's hiding behind the house there. Well, Talon fires a round in, gets splash. 84 hit points. A T-3485 parks himself on the railway crossing and finds out that that's not a very good way to end the battle. Yeah, I think there are some players out there who think that they are impervious to shots, and he was one of them. Rounds out the T-150, direct hit on him. Now, one thing I can say about Talon as well is he's a very accurate shooter. What he does is he takes the time and the patience to dial in on the target to make sure that he gets accurate shots. He rarely takes snapshots at the targets, and he only does so if he thinks there's a very good chance he's going to actually get a hit. And, well, he did splash that guy for 17 hit points. And that VK is about to get wiped out. Yeah, he's gone. T-150 in the bushes. The Chaffee leads the cap, but he's been replaced by a VK-3001H. And Talon's dialing in. Now, he can demolish that building by firing this shot in. That's exactly what he's intending to do. And he's got the building rather. But you can see by the destruction being wrought by that tank, you know where he's going. Talon's almost loaded. He's going to try for another shot on that guy. He's marked the ground to tell his teammates where he's looking. Okay. It's tracked. Round out. Direct hit. 218. Makes him a one shot. They've got two tanks in the cap at the moment. No, only one now. So one of them has pulled back out. Okay, we've got a Easy 8 up on top of the hill. Trying to get a shot on him. Lost sight of him temporarily. Now, he could try a blind shot. He's telling his teammates, this is where I'm looking at the moment, but I can't see anything. There's the VK, and he goes down to a shot from a T-3485 on our team. Oh, there they are. The Valiant's been spotted. Dialed in. Mark the target. Rounds out. Well, it was a near miss, actually, for 239. That was a very good hit. And the enemy's now pushing down the hill as fast as they can to capture the other side. And instead, Talon's going to go for the KV-1 up on top of the hill, who's supporting them. Now, they're having a go at that T-3485, but they are being damaged by our teammates. That shot was at the AMX, but he moved. It's waiting for the reload. Now, although the siren's still going, there's no big concern at the moment because he can. It's twice as long to cap with an encounter game. In fact, the enemy Chaffee has been spotted, and their cap has been blocked by our tank. Rounds out the Chaffee, direct hit, lovely one, right in the face, and he's out the game. That was probably a penetrating shot. He's going to go for the Valiant this time. The Easy 8 got taken out the game, and their ELC has gone as well. Now he's lost sight of that target, the Valiant. Instead of firing, he's actually now looking in the cap for any sign of where the enemy might be. He's looking for destruction in general, you know, any sign of the landscape being destroyed, and that's something you should always be cautious about doing. Any destruction at all gives a clue to Arty players exactly where you are. The players who are sneaky are the ones who don't destroy anything, who maneuver their tank in such a way so they don't leave a footprint behind them. Well, looks like this enemy is remaining remarkably stationary. In fact, there's two in there. Our teammates need to move in and get a spot. The Jackson's moving up to the centre line. He might get a sighting very shortly. Yes, he's found one. The SU-100 over on the far side of the cap, and he doesn't know that he's been seen. Probably hasn't got sixth sense. He knows now. That's 165 hit points. Up on top of the hill we saw the Valiant, but the SU-100 is now moving. We still don't know where the other tank is inside the cap though. Okay, Talon's loaded, dialed in, rounds out. Yes, another direct hit, and that target is now dead. He's doing a good job here at the moment. It's a T-150. We've suddenly seen him, and Talon can demolish that house, so he's got no cover. And I think that's what he's intending to do. You aim for the center point of the house, and that will take it out. Now the T-150 is probably still there, and he fires one in just to try and see if he is. Didn't hit anything, but he might have splashed the guy. And we've blocked the caps. Our Type 58's in the cap area. I just heard something being knocked over. Something was being destroyed. Oh, yep. And he just got a reduction in the cap point, so he did hit the T-150. Okay, KV-1 right up on top of the hill. We've received a request for fire, and oh, he's just been killed by a Type 58. There's only two enemies left. One of them's in the cap. They've got a T-150 and the SU-8. The T-150 is probably the one in the cap. He's still there, but moving in and out. Or is he? No, it's not him moving in and out. It's our capper at the other end, the other side. The T-150's over there. Yes, he gets another direct hit on him. Accurate shooting from Talon. Oh, yes, there goes the kill. That means there's only one enemy left. It's the SU-8. Now, they've gone down the railway line. They didn't find him. And yes, it suggests he was up on the hill. Yes, he is up there. Okay, so we're now dialing in on that position. He knows he's been seen. Most Arty players do have sixth sense in their Arties. Oh, that was big. That was the Valiant killing the SU-8 with an ammo rack. So, game over, and it's a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a second-class tanker for Talon 1958 in the Hummel. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9 in this one. And he hit the enemy so many times during that cap that he actually got a defender medal. And that's an epic medal, if I remember correctly, for resetting the cap and allowing his team to continue the fight. The win rate from that battle was 2,729, which is Unicum standard. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, he actually got the highest damage in the game. He was so accurate on some of his shots. 1,605 hit points of damage to him. 1,433 to the SU-8 on the enemy team. So he was doing well as well. And then 1,285 to the M44 on our team. So it looks like it was a good game for the Arty in this one. When it came to kills, it was actually the T67 who did the best. He got 3 kills alongside the Type 58. 2 kills for the Jackson. And also for the SU-8 on the enemy team. Only 1 kill for Talon. And I think that might have denied him getting a Confederate, because if he'd actually hit all the tanks he did hit but didn't get a kill, then he might have actually had enough to get the Confederate on top of that. When it came to base XP, he was actually in third place, because the M44 managed to get 768, the Valiant managed 740, and Talon managed 711. He fired 14 rounds in that game, got 6 direct hits but no penetrations, 12 splash as well, 1,605 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 1, and 709 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns, and he got 100 defense points, so he must have done the maximum. Well, that is the maximum, and probably a lot more than the maximum, by constantly resetting the cap on the enemy. On a premium count, he earned 43,143 credits, and after ammunition resupply took away 36,073 credits, so that's a profitable battle. 1,066 XP and 6,402 for completing the mission and events, and took away 7,468 experience points altogether. So what a fantastic battle there by Talon 1958, and it just goes to show the stock gun on this Arty is very, very accurate at hitting the enemy. So do consider using it, even though it does mean you have to get closer to the enemy to actually get your shots on target. The accuracy is so much better that it can allow you to get very high scores on your Win 8. And if you are looking to mark your vehicle, this is the way to do it, because using the stock gun really works. And don't take that from me, take it from Frenzia, who is a super unicum, and he uses the stock gun when marking his Hummel. In fact, he's 3-marked his Hummel using the stock gun. So just goes to show he knows what he's doing. Well done, Talon. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.